Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. For today's video I'm going to be learning a solo by ear on camera in front of you. Some of you already know, but I really don't like learning by tabs because I feel like they're just confusing and I feel like I don't really properly absorb the information when I read tabs. Yes, I live on a racetrack. Yeah, so when reading tabs I feel like I don't properly actually sort of like process the information. I'm just kind of reading it and then playing it without actually thinking about what's going on and without really taking in the music. I'm not sure if some of you have this, but do you ever find that you read a book and you read all the way down the first page or whatever and then you have to read it another 5 times before you understand what is actually going on? That's basically me when I read tab and when I read a book. The solo that I'm going to be learning on camera for you today is Ghost by Slash. I really love this solo and it's from one of my favourite albums of all time and it's played a massive part in my teenage years in particular, so this means a lot to me and I'm actually really looking forward to getting on and learning this one. Just before we get started, I'd like to say a huge thank you to today's video sponsor, which is I Want In. I Want In are a prize draw giveaway website and it's kind of like the lottery, but instead of winning money, you end up winning gear, which is far more exciting. Basically, you purchase tickets to enter a draw to win a particular piece of gear. Obviously, you can choose the piece of gear that you're entering to win, and you purchase the ticket for a very low price, and then you're entered into a draw with all of the other people who have entered, and then after the draw date has come to a close, they will randomly pick a winner live on Facebook so you can see in real time who has won that piece of gear. Theoretically, it could be super awesome if you end up winning a piece of gear because you could enter to win an £1,000 guitar for just £7 and end up winning that guitar, which is pretty crazy. So, you know, depending on what the odds are, they could really work in your favour and you could end up winning a very high-end guitar for not much money at all, which is really cool. I Want In also have hundreds of really good Trustpilot reviews and ratings, so you know they're legit and reliable, and you can also check out their website to check out previous winners of previous draws, and then you can also head on over to their website to check out what draws that you can take part in and what guitars and other pieces of gear you could potentially win. Currently, the I Want In draws are exclusive to the UK, so if you want to enter a draw, you must be a UK resident. So a huge thank you once again to I Want In for sponsoring today's video, and I hope that you guys win some of the draws. It would be awesome to see some of you get some really cool pieces of gear. Without further ado, I'm going to get on in and learn this solo. So, need to get my guitar first, of course. Generally, first of all, I start off by figuring out what tuning the song is in. I have a very strong suspicion that this is tuned to E flat, which would be very helpful as my guitar is also in E flat, but I could be wrong. Okay, I was wrong. It's not an E flat. I think these guitars are in actually standard tuning, so that's going to be fun. Could make my life easier and play it on a guitar in the right tuning, but I love this guitar so much that I'm not going to do that. I'm going to transpose it up 1 fret. Okay, my suspicion is that, almost dropped my guitar, that first lick is going to be by far the hardest part of the whole solo, listening to it. So what I'm actually going to do is use YouTube Player to slow it down and figure out what the hell is going on. Maybe. Okay, I think we're in that area. It's just getting there. She thinks sometimes playing it really slowly is more confusing, so I'm going to speed it up a little bit and see if that helps. I think it goes up, but I'm not too sure. I can't really hear. It's hard because everything else is going on in the background at the same time. Being indecisive. See, there I don't know. I don't know. I know this song pretty well, so going on from that, I actually don't think it'll be too hard. It's just this first bit is being a pain in my ass. I might just have to accept how it is and then modify it later to something that I think is a little bit more correct. Okay, let's have another listen. Oh. Ooh, that's tasty, that bit. Okay, I don't actually know if I'm playing that bit right or not right now. Okay, I think it does that. Ah! Okay. Okay, well, what have we got so far? So, no. Ah. That's not it. Do-do-do. Right, this is the bit we're at now. Oh no. Yes, I think so. This must be so incredibly weird to watch. I have no idea what the edit is going to come out like, because it's just me going, ooh, oh yeah, oh no, I think so. I think I know what it is, it's just getting myself to actually do that. I think it's something like that. Yes! Yeah, I was just overcomplicating it in my head. It was just a simple bend rather than some sort of fancy slidey thing. That went down a lot quicker than I thought it would, but now is the question of piecing things together and making them sound good. So we shall try that now. Nice. That's not too bad. Normally things take me, it depends on the solo. That didn't take me too long to get to an okay sort of level. There are obviously still a lot of mistakes in there and it's not full speed yet. But I think the reason I find Slash songs so much easier to play is just because purely like, I've probably heard this album like over 300 times. And this particular song, like I've been listening to it for many years since I was very young. So you know how you know a song so well that you could sing the solo? This is one of those kind of situations for me, which is probably why it's a little bit easier for me to learn this, because I'm so familiar with the actual song itself. Now I'm relatively happy with where it's at content-wise, and that I kind of know the direction of the solo and I'm pretty confident with the notes. Still figuring it out though. Next step is kind of getting it up to speed. It ultimately depends on the solo. This one is, like, this is why I love Slash's solos so much. They're just so groovy to play and just rocking. Like, I don't have to sit there for hours with a metronome trying to get a really fast sequence up to speed. I love doing that sort of thing as well, but this is the stuff that you can kind of just like play and figure it out and just really enjoy it as you're playing it. I just think Slash has such a fun sort of playing style, and I think it's a huge reason as to why he's one of my biggest influences. So let's try and get it up to speed. That wasn't bad. Let's try again. I played it wrong. Yes! Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to record that not just using mic audio. I'm going to get a backing track and I'm going to play that along to the song properly as my final take for this video. There are a couple of things that I'm still not happy with in that solo, and I will go away and perfect that for when I do a proper cover of it, like adding in certain nuances like vibratos in the right place and muting in the right place. But for the sake of this video, and that I'm not sat here like for hours more and boring you guys, I'm gonna do my final take for this video now. Okay, let's do it. Oh shit, out goes the cable. Right, okay, I have downloaded the track. I tried to make a backing track, but my software isn't working right now for whatever reason, and there was no backing track that I could find online, so we're gonna have to deal with the original track, but this is my attempt at the solo Ghost by Slash that I just learned on the spot. Okay, that wasn't perfect, that was far from it, but I am happy with where that's at considering I just learned that on the spot not too long ago and I haven't really played it through that many times. So I'm going to go away and continue to, like I said earlier, work on my nuances, getting them in the right place, and then I'm going to release a full cover of it. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this. I thought it was actually really good fun. I was very nervous to do this because like I work stuff out by ear on my own all the time, but I've never had an audience doing it. So I was worried about being put under pressure by having a camera watching me do it. But this was actually a lot of fun, so maybe let me know in the comments section what solo I should work out by ear on camera next. Do not suggest Through the Fire and the Flames. It's never going to happen. I'm not going to be sat here for 3 days doing this video. I am sorry, but it's a no. If you did enjoy today's video, please hit like, comment and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below. I really love to hear your feedback and I'd love to know what you thought of this. Maybe I'll make it into some sort of like a series if we want to do more of these. If you're interested in supporting me further or taking guitar lessons with me, please check out my Patreon where I release weekly guitar lessons on a variety of different things, including solo tutorials, music theory, ear training, licks, exercises, warm-ups. I release tabs from every single cover and video that I put out on Instagram and YouTube, so the tabs for this video will be up on my Patreon shortly as well. You can find that by following the card right here or the link in my description. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this, my lovelies, and keep your eyes peeled for a full cover of Ghost very shortly. Stay safe, have a wonderful week, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!